Hey everyone, and welcome back. So today, we're going to dive into a term you hear thrown around all the time in crypto. And honestly, it sounds super complicated. I'm talking about liquidity providing. Like, what on earth is that, really?
Right? It's one of those ideas that's, absolutely foundational to how decentralized finance works. But let's be real, most explanations are just confusing. Well, we're going to change that today. Don't worry, because we're going to break this down in the simplest way possible. We're turning it into a candy swap shop. So forget all the technical jargon for a minute. We are heading back to the playground at recess.
So let's talk about the candy swap shop. Picture this. You're a kid, it's recess, and the biggest thing going on is trading candy. I mean, it's the original stock market, right? But there's a big problem. Say you've got a Snickers bar, but what you really want are some Sour Patch Kids. What do you have to do? You've got to wander around the entire playground trying to find that one specific person who not only has Sour Patch Kids, but who also happens to want your Snickers. It takes forever, and it's a total pain. But then, along comes Max. He's this friendly kid with a killer idea. He sets up a little stand and basically says, "Hey guys, forget running around. I've got giant jars of all the candy right here. Just come to me, and you can swap whatever you want whenever you want." All of a sudden, trading is super easy. It's instant. The problem is solved. Okay, so how does Max make money doing this? I mean, he's a smart kid, right? He's not just doing this to be nice, he's actually running a business. So how does he get his cut for making everyone's life so much easier?
Well, it's all about the tiny fees. For every single trade that happens at his stand, Max takes a teeny tiny little piece as a fee. So if you trade, say, 5 gummy worms for a Twix, he might just keep half of one gummy worm for himself. It's such a small amount, you probably wouldn't even notice it's gone.
But, and here's the magic part, after hundreds and hundreds of trades all day long, all those tiny little half gummy worms and chocolate bits, they start to add up, a lot. By the end of recess, Max has this giant mountain of candy, and he earned it just by making it easier for everyone else to trade. That, my friends, is liquidity providing. It's that simple.
All right, so now that we're all experts on the recess candy economy, let's bring this whole idea into the crypto world. Because honestly, it's the exact same concept. The only difference is the names we use for everything.
Okay, let's translate this. This is the Rosetta Stone for understanding this whole thing. So, Max, our little candy entrepreneur, in the crypto world, that's the Plazm protocol. His candy swap shop is a decentralized exchange. You've probably heard of them, like Uniswap. Those big candy jars? We call those liquidity pools. The candy itself, well, that's just crypto tokens like Ethereum or USDC. And that tiny gummy worm fee Max was collecting, yep, that's the trading fee. See, it's a perfect one-to-one translation.
So let's talk about Plazm, the liquidity provider. Its whole job is to be Max. It takes crypto tokens, our digital candy like ETH and USDC, and it deposits them into those digital candy jars, the liquidity pools, on an exchange like Uniswap. It's essentially filling the jar so that anyone can come along and trade. And this is where we finally define that big, fancy word, liquidity. Seriously, all it means is how easy it is to trade something. That's it. If it's easy to trade, it has high liquidity. If it's hard to trade, it has low liquidity. Simple as that.
So what does that actually look like? Well, think back to the candy jars. Good liquidity? That's when Max's candy jars are overflowing. Anyone can walk up, swap whatever they want instantly, and get a fair deal. But bad liquidity? That's when the jars are almost empty. It's super hard to find a trading partner, and the prices are going to be terrible. What Plazm does is it keeps those jars full. It provides good liquidity.
Okay, so we're following the money. Plazm is acting like Max. It's collecting all those little trading fees, those little digital gummy worms. But what happens to all that profit? Where does the money go?
It's a really cool, simple 3-step cycle. Step 1, the protocol collects all those fees, and they're usually in real money, like USDC. Step 2, it sends all that cash back to the Plazm protocol itself. And then, step 3, and this is the important part, the protocol uses that money to buy its own Plazm tokens right off the open market, and then it burns them. And this brings us to another huge concept, real yield. This is money that's earned from a real job in the DeFi world. The protocol is providing a valuable service, making trading easy, and people are paying for it. It's not just printing new tokens out of thin air, which would be like having a magic candy printer that just makes everything worthless. This is real revenue, earned just like Max earned his pile of candy. And that's what creates real sustainable value. All right, I know that was a lot, but hopefully the candy shop made it all click.
let's just do a super quick 30-second recap to make sure we've got the key takeaways locked in.
Okay, here's what you need to remember. First, liquidity providing is just a fancy way of saying filling the digital candy jars so people can trade easily. Second, by doing this, you earn tiny fees on every single trade. Third, Plazm's whole job is to be a massive liquidity provider and earn those fees. And finally, that profit, that real yield, gets used to buy and burn Plazm tokens, which is a mechanism to support the token's value.
And that leaves us with a really interesting question, doesn't it? We keep saying the protocol burns the tokens it buys back. So what does that actually do? What does it even mean to burn a token? And why is it such a powerful tool? Well, you're going to have to join us for the next one, because that's exactly what we're diving into. See you then.